Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video, and today we're doing another event idea. So this is one that I've had in the works for a bit. I think there's a really strong update here, personally, and I've tried to design a questline around this update that would sort of almost be like a blast from the past, you know, a literal blast from the past. So I decided to do basically an event based on the episode Missionary Impossible. This is the one you vote for, the questionable religious event. And obviously it's a missionary event with Homer pretty much. So I'll just do the start up. So Reverend Lovejoy gives his weekly sermon and tells people that it's almost been 10 years since the plant exploded and the Skyfinger has been putting the town back together. He tells the town that some of the falling debris did damage to many places worldwide. Lovejoy tells the town that they need to use their Christian goodwill to fix these places. Oh, and also convert them away from their barbaric paganistic beliefs. Lisa tells Homer that she wants to help rebuild somewhere, and Marge tells Homer that he should spend some time with Lisa, and because he is the reason for why all these places are in disarray. So you make Lovejoy give a sermon, make Lisa sign up for missionary work, make Homer sign up for missionary work, and this will unlock the event, which is basically missionary Bibles. I just called it Bibles so it wouldn't fill out the page. But yeah, missionary Bibles, which will just be these like white Bibles pretty much. So after you do the startup, there will be something in the Super Premium. Now, mainly just because I couldn't really fit these guys into the event, so I was like, screw it, I'll just throw them in the Super Premium. It appears that mini events are going to start doing Super Premium instead of major events. It doesn't really make much difference. I don't really prefer it, or I don't prefer it in either one. I'd rather they just didn't do it. But if they are going to do it, if they are really hellbent on doing it, I would just prefer it if the things were cheaper. So I think a stack of donuts is enough. You know, I think that's a good deal. You know, you're buying $5.99 or $4.99 or dollars or pounds or €5 and 49. What's the equivalent for pennies in euros? Is it cent? No, because that's America. I don't even know. Oh God, I've had euros before, but yeah, that's how much it is. And I think this is just a more reasonable price. So in the store will be Craig and Amy with the stack of donuts. So these two are obviously the missionaries that were there before Homer. So yeah, I figured they'd be sort of involved in the quest lines and stuff, so they tie in well enough, and I think them throwing them in Super Premium is fair. Obviously there'll be a 2-in-1 character. It won't be two separate characters. It will just be a 2-in-1. And in the actual store will be Ack and Quitoktok. I don't know if I'm saying that right, probably not. I know I'm saying Ack right, but Quitoktok or Quitoktok with the Microasia huts. So you get just a bunch of these huts, a bit like the blog huts that we got last year. The only issue I had with this episode is it was a little light on buildings. There was plenty of stuff I could add as decorations, but buildings was a bit light. So I had to go with the huts as just a building. So it'll be like 3 or 4 huts, and you get both Ack and Quitoktok with the Microasia huts. And these will be a 2-in-1 character. Just like Craig and Amy, these will be a 2-in-1 character as well. I actually would like some more 2-in-1 characters. I don't think like these two or Craig and Amy justify having separate characters. I think there's an argument to be made with some characters. Like I think like Rod and Todd and Patty and Selma. Like there's a good argument to be made that those characters should be separate. And I think there's also a good argument that Sherry and Terry should be one character. I kind of like put it down to this. If the characters are pretty similar, like in their personality, so, you know, you can't have one without the other. So you can have an episode with Patty without Selma. You can have an episode with Todd without Rod, you know. But you can't have an episode with... You'd never get an episode with Ack and not Quitoktok, so there you go. And then we have the quest line. So Reverend Lovejoy tells Lisa and Homer that he is considering sending them to Shelbyville, but Homer objects and Lisa isn't for this either, as Shelbyville is not an impoverished place. Plus, they have a lot of money from all the anti-Springfield merch they sell. Lovejoy tells them that they can go anywhere as long as they can get him more church followers. So you make Lisa look for impoverished nations, make Homer spin the globe for fun, make Lovejoy tell Shelbyville the bad news, and make Springfielders earn Bibles, and this will unlock the Microasia Island. So I figured, why not just give us the actual island itself? We're going to be getting stuff from the island, but in my quest line, it's kind of based around we're going to be rebuilding the island. So I figured it'd be cool if we could get the actual island itself in the water. So you get Microasia Island, Micronesia Island, it'd be a huge island in your water, and maybe also they can open another strip of ocean as well, just so it's easier to place stuff. But yeah, you get Micronesia as just a big island in your sea. Lisa tells Lovejoy that she wants to help the people of Micronesia. They are a small island of people, and they are constantly ravaged with volcanic eruptions, plus a Krusty Burger landed right in their village when the plant exploded all those years ago. Lovejoy's a little hesitant. An island? That requires a flight. He's going to have to look for all this money, and how's he going to get it? So you make Lovejoy search for pennies in between the pews, make Lisa research Micronesia, make Homer dread what's to come, and make Springfielders earn Bibles, and this will unlock Christian Relief aeroplane. So yeah, just another aeroplane that you can chuck in your airport if you have it. If you don't have it, you could just chuck it in somewhere. It's just a decoration. I thought it'd be cool because obviously the whole point with this missionary thing was Homer got on a plane and got to this island. So I figured having the actual plane itself would be cool. And yeah, originally I was going to add this in the store with Craig and Amy, but then I thought we'd have these two instead in the store. Lisa meets Ak and Kotok, and they tell her that the volcano recently erupted, meaning that their village is pretty much destroyed. He tells them that they've all been living in the Krusty Burger that landed on their village, and been surviving on canned burgers. Krusty gets mad. That's a lie. My burgers aren't canned. And Lisa's like telling Lovejoy they need to rebuild their village in Springfield. So you make Lovejoy jump on that, make Lisa get mad at what buildings are being reconstructed, make Homer help build the chapel, and make Springfielders earn Bibles, and this will unlock the Micronesia Chapel. So yeah, Lovejoy basically is like, oh, we can make buildings? Awesome, I'm making a chapel. So yeah, you get the little chapel, the Micronesia Chapel. I actually really like the look of this one. I think it looks really cool. So I definitely love that in the game. Lovejoy gives a sermon in the chapel, and Homer reunites with Lisa Jr. I'm going to butcher it either way. I did look how to pronounce it, but I've already forgot. So that name there, that's her full name. But Homer obviously calls her Lisa Jr. Is this a bit problematic? Yeah, a little bit. But it will be easier just to call her Lisa Jr. I mean, it's what the show calls her, so whatever. Lisa Jr. tells Homer that she misses her village, but is happy with their new village within Springfield. Quimby gives them all a stimulus check to start off with, and Mr. Burns comes and tells the Micronesians that he has, out of the kindness of his heart, built them a new building. So Mr. Burns hears stimulus checks. Ooh, I'll get a bit of that. So you make Lisa object to the new construction, make Homer talk with Lisa Jr., and make Mr. Burns build a casino, and this will unlock the Lucky Savage Casino. Is the name problematic? Yeah, a little bit. But there you have it, the Lucky Savage Casino. I figured if we make Mr. Burns be the one who built it, we can get away with it, because Mr. Burns is an asshole. So yeah, you get this in the game as well. Pretty cool. And then all the Micronesians go to the casino, and Mr. Burns asks Smithers if he got all their stimulus checks yet, and Smithers tells Burns that in fact they appear to be using the casino as a sort of school to teach the children. So you make Mr. Burns try to get the Micronesians to waste their money, make Lisa help teach the kids, make Homer still be the dumbest in the class, and make Springfielders earn Bibles, and this will unlock Lisa Jr., or this name. So you get her as a full playable character. Pretty cool. And then the epilogue, Homer tells Burns and Lovejoy to go away. These people don't deserve religion or casinos. They need education, technology, and donuts. But Lisa Jr. tells Homer that she actually likes the Bible, and even the casino. She's like, yeah, I mean, the Bible's really cool, and the casino's really cool. I thought we'd just throw the white savior thing over its head. But there you go. So Lisa Jr. is like, no, I like this Bible. It's kind of cool. But she rejects some things, She's like, okay, yeah. No, we're not wasting all of our money. But anyway, you just make her bet on black while reading the Bible. Make Lisa Jr. bet on black while reading the Bible. And you make Homer spend time with Lisa Jr. And then we have some tasks. So for Craig and Amy, we have hand out Bibles for 60 minutes. Pretty simple. They'll just be handing out Bibles. Clothe the natives. So that'll be 4 hours. That'll be on Micronesia Island if you own it. If you don't own it, for any reason you didn't get part 1, and you just bought Craig and Amy, I guess it could be, I don't even know, where could it be? Maybe just the boardwalk. Teach English to the natives. Again, that will be in Micronesia Island if you don't own it, the boardwalk. Read out Bible verses for 12 hours. So this will have one of them with a guitar, maybe Craig with a guitar and Amy reading out the Bible. Basically just like performing like a Bible song or something. And then try find a new place to bring Christianity to for 24 hours. This will be, again, it'll be on the plane, or if you don't own the plane, it will just be the boardwalk, I guess, or the airport if you own the airport. For Ak and Quitok, we have avoid the lava for 60 minutes. So this will be around the Micronesia huts. So outside these huts, they'll be stood and a bunch of lava will form, and they'll just be like basically surrounded by the lava, and they're just trying to like avoid it. Fall asleep while reading the Bible because it's so boring for 4 hours. Remember the ways of Craig and Amy for 8 hours. This will be probably the huts as well. Build new buildings for 12 hours. So this will be at the huts. So sort of off to the side of the huts, they'll just be like constructing a new kind of building. You know, it'll just be like a few sort of like a little house or something. They're just cutting wood or trying to put up like a building basically, and maybe it like collapses and stuff, and they get a bit frustrated. And wish these Christians would just go away for 24 hours. That'll be in the huts as well. And then for Lisa Jr., we have ring the bell of the chapel. So I thought this would be a really cool thing, just her in the little chapel thing, and she'll just be ringing the bell. You know, I think that would be a cool little animation. Pray for her island back for 4 hours. This will be at the island. Go to school at the casino for 8 hours. This will be at the Lucky Savage Casino. Read the whole Bible for 12 hours. So this will be her reading the Bible. Probably just outside the church, outside the chapel, or possibly just walking around the town, actually. And then teach the missionaries something new for 24 hours. So that'll be probably just at the chapel or the church or the Christian Relief plane, either one. And that's the event. Yeah, so that's pretty much all it is. I figured it'd be an interesting little event to show. Like, I think the episodes, it's not great, it's not an amazing episode, but I think there's some cool stuff in there. I think having all the sort of different natives is pretty awesome. And having the chapel and the Lucky Savage Casino, those two are cool buildings. I mean, the huts aren't great, I admit that, but, you know, what are you going to do? I was strapped. But there you go. So tell me your thoughts, like I said. Do you think this will be a good event? Would you like to see this event? There will not be a poll in the Discord, unfortunately, because this time next week, so the 1st of July, I have a very special update that is sort of seasoned for that month. So you'll have to wait for that. But after I do that one, there'll be another vote in the Discord after that. So thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts, like I said, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.